Howdy, everyone. So, for this short, I'm going to be talking about Midwits, which is one of my favorite subjects to cover. And so, this basically comes from the bell curve idea. There's a lot of memes about it, but I've actually been talking about this for like quite a while before the memes became popular. So, basically, if you imagine a bell, it kind of looks like this and it goes down, right? And so, on the IQ bell curve, basically, 50% of people are in the middle, and then there's 25 on each side. No, that's not a hand sign, right? And so, kind of the joke is that, kind of like the simpleton or, the dumb guy he'll basically see a problem, and because he doesn't get into like mental gymnastics, he just kind of sees it for what it is and just makes a quick judgment and accepts that as his opinion. And then on the other side, you have like a genius, or someone who has higher above average intelligence. And basically, what they'll do is they'll think through the whole issue and then they'll make a decision based on the plethora of information that they've gathered, and then also like, certain historical trends, ideas they have, all that stuff goes into it. They can actually manage the information that they're given, actually. And then in the middle, we have people who I scrutinize with quite a high degree. And these are those who I call, and this term was coined by someone else, but Midwits. And this is people who they are just smart enough to get into trouble. But they're not smart enough to get out of trouble. And a lot of people fall in this category. A lot of these people who go on Reddit, a lot of people who are like really indoctrinated through seminaries, and which is why I'm talking about this, because it does relate to Christianity a little bit. They basically build castles in the sky out of their doctrines. They're people who kind of struggle with the concept of like a cigar is just a cigar. These are people who, don't seem to do a lot of manual labor either. Um, and yeah, so they confuse the issue because they're so busy thinking about what someone said about it. They don't take the time to actually figure out for themselves what is going on. And this is why you should trust God and the Bible. All right, Godspeed. Amen.